Former White House advisor and strategist Steve Bannon pleaded guilty Tuesday to felony fraud in New York. The longtime Trump ally was charged in 2022 for his role in helping to defraud donors who were fundraising to build a wall along the U.S. Mexico border. Bannon and the group known as We Build the Wall were accused of embezzling $15 million in donations. Bannon's attorney said his client didn't pocket any of the money. As part of the plea agreement, the 71-year-old is not required to serve any prison time or pay any damages. This is Bannon's second criminal conviction. He previously spent 4 months in prison for refusing to comply with a congressional subpoena to appear before the House January 6 committee in 2021. For more, let's bring in CBS News political reporter and attorney Katrina Kaufman, who is in court for Bannon's hearing. So as we mentioned, no prison time, no restitution here. What does the conditional discharge for 3 years mean? And in your experience, is this a lenient plea deal?
This is a good deal. The conditional discharge means that there are certain terms to this. So, for example, Bannon can't serve as the director of a nonprofit in New York. He's not allowed to fundraise for charities that have assets in the state. Another condition is that he can't do anything with the data of donors who contributed to this We Build the Wall scheme. But really, it's quite lenient, and especially if you compare it to other people who were involved in the same scheme who pled guilty, but in federal court. So 2 other people received, 3 and 4 year sentences. And you compare that to Bannon, who's gotten no prison time, no restitution. They also had to pay out millions of dollars. So this is quite lenient.
And they weren't pardoned.
They were not part. Oh, no, and of course. And Bannon was also originally part of that case in federal court, but he was pardoned by Trump during his first term. And then these charges were brought later in New York, state charges.
Okay. Thanks for catching us up to speed. So President Trump, as we mentioned, pardoned him in this case, but he can't be charged. He can't be pardoned, rather, in what he pleaded guilty to today. Can you explain why?
So this is the distinction between federal cases and state cases when it comes to the presidential pardon power. He only has the authority to pardon for federal charges. This is also why Trump can't do anything about his own conviction in New York. So Steve Bannon is going to be left with this conviction. As part of the terms of the conditional discharge, he also waived his right to appeal. So he cannot appeal this conviction either.
So I want to play a quick soundbite from Steve Bannon as he was leaving the courthouse today.
I'm calling on right now the Attorney General, Pam Bondi, to begin an immediate criminal investigation into Letitia James, Alvin Bragg, all of it for what they did to President Trump. The existential threat to his administration is his queen of lawfare, Letitia James.
This was an extraordinary statement to me because he's saying this at the courthouse after he pleaded guilty. What did you make of this?
I mean, for one, he and his lawyer say that he pled guilty because he can't get a fair trial in New York. I mean, similar to what we heard from Donald Trump, of course.
And remind us why, because he thinks the jury pool is tainted? Why?
Yeah, they think that the venue is tainted, the jury pool is tainted, the judges, that it's being covered by leftist media here. But what's interesting about what he said is that he says the issue for Trump, he thinks, is not in the federal courts. He thinks, this flood of cases that has come is going to get resolved in the appellate courts by the Supreme Court. What he said he's most concerned about, as he called an existential threat, is New York, and specifically Letitia James.
Elected judges.
Yes. And we also have to remember that Letitia James is the person who brought the civil fraud case against Donald Trump. He still owes the state about $500 million, although he is appealing that.
Elected officials, I should correct myself. Katrina Kaufman, thank you.